Hi guys, and welcome back to Crafts&Magic. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make lip balm with just 3 ingredients. So let's get to it. Alright, so what I have here is this cute little beeswax stick, but you can use any kind of beeswax you have available. I got some coconut oil here, some honey, some peppermint essential oil, which is optional. I've got this little paint container that I cleaned off that I'm going to use to put the lip balm in, and a bowl and some measuring ingredients, and a scale. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your scale and put it on ounces. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your beeswax stick or whatever you're using and weigh it. So 1 ounce equals 2 tablespoons of beeswax. So that's just perfect for our recipe. Alright, so the next step is to cut up your beeswax stick pretty thin because it will make it easier to melt. Alright, so now I've cut my beeswax into reasonably small chunks. So we're going to take our bowl now, and we're just going to scoop the beeswax into that. Alright, so now you're going to take your coconut oil, and I'm just going to open mine up. And we're going to take 1 tablespoon of this, just like that. And now we're going to go and we're going to put it in our bowl that has the beeswax in it. Alright, so now we're inside by the stove, and I'm just going to get a saucepan that will hold my bowl on top of it. Alright, so now we're going to fill this about 1/3 full with water. Okay, so now that is filled up with water, we're going to take our bowl and we're going to place it on top, just like this. Now we're just going to heat up our pan. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so let me grab a spoon. So I got a whisk here, and we're going to just stir it around a little bit to help it melt. And we're just going to wait until we see the beeswax starting to melt a little bit. So we're back at our pan, and it looks like our beeswax isn't melting that much, so we're going to turn up the heat a little bit more. If you grate your beeswax, it will definitely melt a lot quicker. The reason I didn't grate it is because I think that the beeswax gets really stuck in the grater, and it's really a pain to clean out. So it will just take a little bit longer for your beeswax to melt. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes, and as you can see, the beeswax is starting to melt because it's sticking to my whisk. So it's starting to melt a little bit. So you're just going to want to keep mixing it just every few minutes. Make sure it doesn't burn, and make sure it's all evenly melted. Okay, just a couple minutes later, you're just going to keep stirring. It might start really sticking to your whisk at this point, but that's okay. You can sort of scrape that off later. Alright, so you're just going to keep stirring. We're almost done here. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes. so it actually doesn't take that long. Alright, so now we've finished and it's all melted, so I'm going to turn off the heat. Alright, so now we're back outside again once it's all melted, and we're going to add our honey. Alright, so we're going to take 1 teaspoon of honey and put it into our bowl. So now we're going to mix it around, and there will be some separation, but that's okay. If you just keep mixing, it will get in eventually. So now we're going to take our peppermint essential oil and drop a couple drops into here. Alright, so now we're going to pour this into our container. Alright, so now we're just going to screw on the top and put it in the fridge to cool. Alright, so I've got it out of the freezer now, and this is what it looks like. It looks really nice, and you can just take it on the go with you. So now I'm going to put it on to see how it looks. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more arts and crafts. And I'll see you in the next video.